I'm tired. I don't think I can do this anymore. I think it better I give up.
Maya had 7 tabs open on her laptop, each one a different career aptitude quiz. Psychology, 73% match. Environmental science, 68% match. Communications, 71% match. She refreshed the page on the 8th tab, her university's major declaration form, for the 3rd time that hour. The cursor blinked in the empty drop-down menu like a tiny, judgmental metronome. Declare by Friday or face late fees. Her phone buzzed. Mom again. She let it go to voicemail. The thing was, Maya could see all the futures simultaneously, branching out like some horrible choose-your-own-adventure book where every choice led to disaster. Pick psychology. Years of expensive grad school, mountains of debt, burnout by 30. Environmental science, noble but underpaid, watching the world burn while filing reports no one reads. Communications, sell out to corporate America, become exactly what she hated, die inside before her student loans were paid off. She slammed the laptop shut and pressed her palms against her eyes until she saw stars. The voicemail notification appeared. She almost deleted it unheard. Her mother's concern felt like pressure wrapped in cashmere, but something made her listen. "Hi, honey. I know you're stressed about the deadline. Why don't you come by this weekend? I could use help with the spring garden. No pressure. Love you." Saturday morning arrived gray and cool. Maya found her grandmother Hernan already in the backyard, kneeling on a foam pad beside several flats of seedlings. At 72, Nana still kept a garden that could have graced a magazine cover. "There she is," Nana said, looking up with soil under her fingernails. "Grab some gloves from the shed." Maya obeyed, grateful for simple instructions. The gloves were too big, canvas worn soft from years of use. "We're planting today," Nana said, gesturing to the seedlings. "Tomatoes, peppers, zinnias, cosmos. The ground is finally warm enough." Maya knelt beside her, and Nana handed her a trowel. "Dig holes about 6 inches deep, 1 foot apart. I'll follow behind you with the plants." The work was rhythmic, almost mindless. Dig, measure, dig, measure. The earth was dark and rich, crumbling satisfyingly in her hands. For 20 minutes, neither of them spoke. "Your mother says you're having trouble choosing a major," Nana finally said. Maya's shoulders tensed. "I don't want to talk about it." "Okay." Nana gently removed a tomato seedling from its container, roots bound in a tight ball. "Hand me that hole there." Maya watched as her grandmother settled the plant into place, covering the roots with soil, patting it down with care but not force. "What if it doesn't grow?" Maya asked. "What if it doesn't?"
What if the plant don't
Nana
grow?
said.
We'll keep caring for
"Then
it,
you
and it will find
wasted
its
your
way just like we
time.
do."
And money. In this spot in the garden, Nana sat back on her heels, studying Maya with those sharp brown eyes that never missed anything. "Is that what you think I'm doing out here? Guaranteeing outcomes? Aren't you? You buy the best seeds, prepare the soil, water them, fertilize, and then what?" Maya blinked. "They grow. Sometimes they don't. Last year, remember my heirloom tomatoes? The ones I special ordered from that catalog? The ones that died. Every single one. Blight. Nothing I could have prevented." Nana reached for another seedling. "But the volunteer tomato that sprouted from last year's compost? Best tomatoes I've had in a decade." Maya dug another hole, more slowly this time. I can't control whether these become tomatoes or not, Nana continued. That's between them and the sun and the rain and the soil and 1,000 things I'll never understand. I just tend them, but you choose what to plant. I do. And sometimes I choose wrong. 3 years ago, I planted a whole bed of lettuce in July. You know what happened? It bolted? Immediately. Bitter, inedible. Terrible choice. Nana smiled. But I made it, learned from it, and the next spring I timed it better. The choice itself wasn't catastrophic. It was just information. Maya's hands had stopped moving. A robin landed nearby, cocked its head at them, then flew off. What if I pick the wrong major and waste 4 years? What if you pick the right major and discover halfway through you hate it? What if you pick something perfect and the industry collapses? What if you don't pick at all and miss the deadline and have to take a gap year that ends up changing your whole life for the better? Nana's voice was gentle. You're trying to see the harvest before you've planted the seed. I just don't want to mess up my whole life. My dear girl. Nana reached over and touched Maya's cheek, leaving a small smudge of dirt. You can't mess up something that hasn't happened yet. Life isn't one decision. It's 1,000 decisions, and most of them you can't see from here. Maya felt something loosen in her chest, just slightly. What if I told you, Nana said, that I don't actually know if these tomatoes will thrive? I've planted this variety before, but this exact plant in this exact spot, this exact year, I have no idea. I could stand here for an hour trying to predict every variable, or I can plant it and see what happens. That sounds terrifying. It's liberating. Nana pressed soil around the base of the seedling, because I'm not responsible for making it be a tomato. It already is a tomato. I'm just giving it conditions to express what it already is. Maya picked up a pepper seedling, its leaves bright and hopeful. What if I'm not anything yet? Impossible. You're already you. The question isn't who to become, it's what conditions will let you unfold. Nana handed her the trowel. Plant that one. Not because it's the perfect spot, but because it's a spot. Because seeds need to go in the ground. Maya dug the hole. Her hands were steadier than they'd been in weeks. Psychology, environmental science, communications, Nana said quietly. Those are just different kinds of soil, Maya. You're the seed. And seeds can grow in all sorts of unexpected places. What if I choose wrong? Then you'll notice. Plants tell you when they're unhappy. They wilt, they yellow, they lean toward the light. And then you do what any good gardener does. What's that? You transplant. You adjust. You try something different. Nana's smile was warm. The garden doesn't fail because one plant doesn't thrive where you put it. The garden fails when you stop tending it altogether. They worked in silence for a while. Maya found herself noticing things, the way the soil smelled like rain and growth, the surprising strength in the seedling stems, the vast patience required to plant something you wouldn't harvest for months. Nana? Maya brushed dirt from her knees. What did you study in college? Philosophy. And you became a high school English teacher for 35 years. Hated the first 5, tolerated the next 10, loved the last 20. And none of it turned out the way I planned when I was sitting in my dorm room, panicking about my future. Nana stood, joints creaking. The Maya who makes this choice isn't the same Maya who'll live with it. You'll change. The world will change. The choice itself will change as you grow into it or away from it. Maya looked at the row of seedlings, small and vulnerable in the spring light. So I just pick one? You plant one seed, then another, then another. You show up tomorrow and water them. You pay attention. You adjust. Nana squeezed her shoulder. The paralysis you're feeling, that's from trying to control the harvest. But you can't. You can only tend the garden. That night, Maya sat on her bed with her laptop. The deadline was 3 days away. She looked at the drop-down menu, at all the choices lined up like seedlings in a catalog. She thought about the volunteer tomato, the July lettuce, the 35 years of teaching that started with hate and ended with love. She thought about her grandmother's hands in the soil, planting things she couldn't guarantee, tending things she couldn't control. Maya closed her eyes, took a breath, and selected environmental science. Not because it was perfect, not because she could see the future, but because it was a seed, and seeds needed to go in the ground. Because she could always transplant if it didn't thrive. Because the choice wasn't a cage, it was just soil. She hit submit before the catastrophizing could start. Then she closed the laptop, walked to her window, and looked out at the darkening sky. Somewhere in the city, seeds were splitting open in the earth, sending down roots, reaching for light. None of them knew if they'd make it. They just grew anyway. Maya felt something she hadn't felt in months. Not certainty, but something quieter. Something like trust. The garden of her life had just been planted. Now came the part where she showed up and tended it. That was all. That was enough.
If you felt this story, you're not alone. Like the video, subscribe, and maybe, just maybe, you'll see this again. Let's keep these stories alive together.